Hello, my Rover family. This is going to be a quick video reminder related to briefing slides that are due each week this year. New thing that we're individually going to practice before preparing the group one for presentation. So here I am in the Rover 2023 folder. I'm going to bring up the one for this coming week. Here we go. The briefing slides are a method of communication we utilize as a team to communicate regarding the project. Each group has one. At this point on the weekend, they're empty, which is fine. You are going to prep your own one. If you go back to the folder here, there is a blank slide. You can come in here, open it up. You would type in week of for me here, and then you'd put in your group name, and then you'd offer thoughts relative to what your group needs to accomplish for the week. Attach it to an email and send it to me. You can also, if you'd prefer to do it by paper, there are paper copies in your Rover guidebook in the behind the third tab. All right, so important things. We are a team and community, so communication is key. Clear and honest communication is kind. Clear communication is vital to team success. Clear communication is necessary to avoid confusion. It eliminates mistakes and ensures everyone understands the system, their responsibility within the system, so they can execute effectively. Proactive communication is fundamental to thriving as a member of community. Families, friends, employees, teammates, scouting members, members of congregation, temples, mosques, no matter the group, when you live and work with others, gather as humans in community, communication is required. Why is this? Well, General McChrystal offers some thoughts. Quote, team members tackling complex environments must all grasp the team's situation and overarching purpose. Only if each of them understands the goal of the mission and the strategic context in which it fits can the team members evaluate risks and know how to behave in relation to their teammates. Consider, if you will, soccer players who must keep track of the entire field, not just their own patch of grass. They must collectively be responsible for the team's success and understand everything that responsibility entails. End quote. A good team member, partner, family member, community member is aware of their actions and consequences beyond their singular orbit. To be a good member of Parish Rover, you must be able to see beyond you, your life, your schedule, the work you do for the team. You must learn to understand your decisions impact those around you. Your schedule, at the least, impacts or at the most dictates what and when work can be accomplished. You must learn to see your work in relationship to your subgroup and the subgroup in relationship to the entire team. If the subgroups only work in isolation and never pick their heads up to see what, where, and how other groups are progressing, we may end up with a frame and no wheels or seats that cannot mount to the frame. Not only is clear and regular communication vital to group performance, it's a sign of respect for the community. Our weekly briefing slides. Weekly, the full team will gather for a team briefing, which each subgroup will present a slide. The slide and the briefing are intended to apprise other members of the significant work goals for the week and notify team members of any backlogged work and serve as an opportunity to notify other groups, individuals, or coaches of needed conversation. These briefings are modeled after the Operation and Intelligence, or O&I briefings utilized by the military's Joint Interagency Task Force. This is not my or Mr. Cribbs or Mr. Ahern's wild idea of how we might torture you. This is real world application, real world communication. The briefing is not meant to take long. nor is the point to appear as if everything is perfect and under control. All right? This is meant to be an honest and interactive discussion. The update slide portion should take a minute or two max. What we're most interested in is the period after the slide is presented by each group, which is then open-ended discussion where we can ask questions between the subgroup and anyone else on the team. All right, this is where we need to make sure things are matching up. And if it doesn't look like something's going to match up, we need to have a conversation and get organized. All right, this is a quote murder board style presentation. And it helps not only with granular or detailed project planning, but it, when done properly, will help detect help detect our decision and formulate our decision. Will detect strategy and inform strategy, and in some cases, it should help detect design errors before we actually get the design from paper into real life. Okay. It is strongly recommended that multiple members of the subgroup prepare the each group slide at the end of the final work session each week. This is best done in person, not via the interwebs. However, if that is not possible, the next best option is for there to be a discussion within Slack, a discussion, not, hey, I'll do it. So that all the group members may offer input. The intention is not for the subgroup leader, also known as a veteran, to prepare the slides. This works team when it's completed as a group, okay? And scheduling availability is considered when mapping out weekly goals. Additionally, it is expected that team members rotate presenting the slide to the team. Likely this week on the 28th, it's best if a veteran be the presenter. Why? Just because they have the experience having done this for, in some cases, at least a year, if not multiple years. All right? And then we rotate the following weeks. The weekly briefing occurs at the beginning of the first all-team class for the week. Slide decks are kept in the briefing slides subfolder in each Google folder. Okay? And then on page 41 of your guide, your student Rover guidebook, in red, it's a red box, okay, is the reminder. Each student will submit a picture of their individually completed briefing slide from the team briefing book. So again, behind the third tab in the calendar section, there are paper copies of the briefing slides. If you want to, by hand, so that it's legible, okay, legible being the key thing, just write it on paper, take a picture with your phone, email it, okay, that's fine. Or if you would prefer to type it out, again, there's the blank slide deck right here in the folder as well. You need to go to File, make a copy. You're going to copy the entire presentation, and then you would navigate. You're going to click Share with Same People, and you're going to change the folder. You would back out of briefing slides, and you will go down here to where are student folders? Right here. And then you would choose your student folder and drop it in there. Okay? That way it's properly shared and I can access it. Mr. Cribbs can access it. Anybody that needs to can access it. All right? When you attach your briefing slide, either electronically or you send your picture, the subject line must read, this is key, the subject line of the email must read, my briefing slide. Okay, again, the purpose of this activity is for each team member to practice weekly project assessment to develop project management skills. And this activity counts as a habit of work grade. Okay. Um, so it's a you did it kind of activity. Hopefully, these get better as you go. The more effort you put into them, the more you'll be in tune with what your group needs to do. And actually, also, as you get into the journals on week 2, these thinking here through the what needs to happen, what gets presented on the slide is also will be helpful for the journal activity. All right. So there you have it. The briefing slide, the purpose of the briefing slide for the team, and then also a reminder on the weekly briefing slide assignment that's due each. Yes, that's right. Sunday by 8 p.m. All right. Talk to you later, friends. Bye.